Hey guys, today is Sunday, June 28th, and I am 26 weeks pregnant, taking the bump, little baby boy, for a stroll. Yesterday, I was basically bedridden for the entire day. I don't think I took my PJs off till around 4 p.m. when I finally decided to take a shower. And then I essentially got ready for bed. So yeah, it was a much needed rest day. And so today I feel much better about getting out and moving. And so I'll do this about 3-mile walk and then do some of my spinning babies exercises, which I've tried to incorporate almost every day, just preparing for birth. Around 26 to 28 weeks is when baby starts to get in position for birth. And so anything that I can do to help support that. I'm pretty sure this little one is still head down because I'm feeling lots of kicks up towards my ribs. But anything that I can do to support good position at any point in this pregnancy, I am going to try and incorporate. So I'm also going to do my continuous blood sugar monitoring again starting tonight. I did that between 18 and 20 weeks for 14 days, and it was super helpful information. I found that my blood sugar was running pretty darn low, and I was having basically hypoglycemia symptoms. So that was just really interesting data, and I'm curious to see how things have shifted now that I'm further on in pregnancy, because the further you get in pregnancy, the more we see insulin resistance develop, and that's really just a mechanism to help divert nutrients to baby so that they can grow. And I'm not having a lot of those symptoms like I was having earlier on, but I want to see like how certain foods are impacting me, and maybe this is the point where I want to lower my carbohydrate intake a little bit. But also I am a lot more active now than I was during those weeks. So I am curious to see how exercise impacts my blood sugar as well. So I will be doing a separate video all about that and wearing the monitor and even how to put it on. So be sure to check that out. I also just ordered a really cool device that was introduced to me through BirthFit, and it's called a Whoop. And it's basically a wearable biometric device. I mean, think about maybe like a Fitbit, but hopefully gives you even more data. This is going to look at sleep. It's going to look at recovery, and a lot of different metrics. And I'm super excited about that because I've really tried to be mindful with this pregnancy about not overdoing it, not trying to push through the pain, just really listening to my body in terms of exercise and movement in general. I'm trying to move every day, but I'm not necessarily going to push myself really hard if I'm exhausted. And that's definitely been a huge change in my mindset. So I'll be curious to see how the data from the Whoop aligns with how I'm feeling on any given day. So should get that in the next week or so, and then I'll be able to use that monitor through the rest of my pregnancy. I'm really curious to see kind of what the data looks like leading up to labor, and then certainly in those first few weeks postpartum. I think that's going to be really cool information as well. So I will be sharing all about that experience too. Coronavirus cases are on the rise across the country. Tennessee had been doing pretty well, but looks like our cases are going up too. So on Friday, we got news that Davidson County, which is where Nashville is, and that's where our gym and clinic are going to mandate masks. And so we're just kind of waiting for all of those regulations to come out so we can alert our patients and our clients. We've done a really good job with social distancing, especially in the gym. We have lots of space, so that hasn't been an issue. And in clinic, we've done a really good job of spacing out our patient appointments so that there's really no more than one person in the waiting room at a time, and they go right into their exam room. So we've really been able to maintain that, but I think we're gonna have to get a little more stringent even still. And then for me personally, I mean, I can hardly breathe just being pregnant. So the masks are a big challenge for me, particularly when I am coaching or when I am doing Mercier therapy, which is a manual therapy that is pretty physical with my patients. It's pretty tough for me to wear a mask. So I am totally willing to figure that out and make the sacrifice as long as we don't have to go back to sheltering in place. I think that was really hard for most of us and so hard for a new business, our gym, starting out. So as long as we can stay open, I am willing to wear the masks for sure. But I think that all of us are just praying for a light at the end of this very long tunnel that is 2020. And you know, we always say that there's so much growth that happens in this tension, that this is such an opportunity for change. But I know all of us are kind of just ready for it to be over. And so I'm trying very hard to just be present and enjoy each moment, especially with this pregnancy, because I don't want to wish it away. Time is so precious. But I definitely am ready to see this virus start to dissipate for sure. I think most of us are pretty surprised that we're still seeing such big surges, which certainly doesn't bode well for the rest of the year, especially as the fall and winter start to creep upon us. So just keep doing the things that we know to do. I think what's really frustrating for me, especially as a healthcare provider in a more preventative space, a more integrative space, is I want to see people, eating well and taking supplements and getting out in the sunshine and moving their body. These are all things that we know support the immune system, and there's just no focus on that. And that's frustrating. But anyway, we know to do that, and so we're going to keep doing those things. Other than that, going to get some cleaning done today, organizing, and try to soak up the rest of this beautiful Sunday with my family. So I hope you have a great day, and I will update you again later this week.